Hi guys, so today I want to continue on with the new Spellbinders clubs for January of 2023. If you haven't seen my unboxing video, all kinds of info in there about the new club changes and how that kind of looks going forward. So check that out. I'll link it in the description box. So these items were sent from Spellbinders for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So thanks for using those when you can. All down in there again with the unboxing video link too, so you guys can check that out and hear all about those different changes with the clubs. So today I'm going to use, I believe, the large die club here. It's called Club Blooms. Just gorgeous. I mean, you guys, this is just everything Spellbinders does so well with the flowers, and this is no exception. I mean, there are just a ton of beautiful, fun things to play with here, so we're going to do that today. I might pair it with the small die because it's the sentimental ampersand, and it has a lot of like sentiments that I would like to use, so we might pair those up today and go from there. So I just have them still on this board here so we can check them out from when I did the unboxing video. So what I'm going to do is just, grab a card base, probably an A2 size. I kind of want to make like a bouquet of flowers or something. So we'll get to working on that. So I'm going to do is just grab a bunch of different colors of paper that we're going to die cut and just put it together. So I will be right back. Okay guys, so all I did was just grab papers. So what I'm going to do is, I think, make this guy our focal point, and you can layer, I mean, these guys layer however you want. So I mean, if you want to put two of these guys, maybe the smaller one, a couple of these, and one of the smaller ones, maybe we'll do that. So I think I'll use this deep purple color. So I'm going to cut out two of this and one of this, and that'll be one like focal flower. I guess it's more like a swag than a bouquet. I don't know, we'll see when we end up what we end up with. With that, I want to pair it up with a couple flowers, like one on top and one like on either side of it. So I'm going to use this, and with this guy, I just want to use this because it's different looking. We'll use two for each flower. So I'm going to cut this from like some pearlescent white paper, just have a nice accent color. So I need 4 of these, so I'll need 2 for each flower. Oh yes, the little spriggy guy, like this kind of thing. And now you like to cut these out of gold paper a lot of times, so you have that gold sprig, and then the little berries, whatever color. But I'm going to go with this dark brown, so I'm going to cut 2 of those because we're going to do like the same like mirror image on either side of the main flower. Okay, so we have those, and then the little dots that go on top of that guy, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use like this really fresh pop of purple. Obviously you can see this is more like a, was it violet or whatever? This one has a more of a red tone. But anyway, I'm going to use these for the little berries or whatever you want to call them on those, flower buds. And then I was thinking about using this guy in the background. I might add in some more greenery than just this, but I'm going to do greenery on craft cards, so I'll cut 2 of these too. So 2 sets of this, 2 sets of these guys, 2 of this, 2 of this little guy, right? So 4 of these. And then 2 of this and 1 of these guys. And that's what we'll start, and then we'll kind of flesh out everything else. I do need some centers and stuff like that, but I'll be back. Let me move this to the side for a second. Everything I cut as many pieces as I can at once, like on whatever cutting surface you're using. With these little guys, I'm going to do them as I go along. So I have my little berry spray there, or branch. And I'm just going to put little glue on each one, just kind of towards the bottom, because I know that little top part has like a little divot in it. And take like a little pokey tool type thing. And they all pretty much look the same, so I don't think it matters like where, whichever one goes. So I'll just pop them down. Okay, and I'll be back. That way I don't misplace any of these little guys. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I have some different pieces here. Like I said, I'm going to try to do like a focal flower and then some flowers kind of on either side with that beautiful greenery and these little guys. For my base card, I have a standard A2 size card. Again, this is from the Spellbinders card kit, but you can also just cut your piece of paper 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I just cut down a piece of paper to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because I like the way that mats on here. But if you want to, make it easier as far as not eighths, you can do 4 by 5 1/4. You can mat the whole front, right? 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, whatever it is that you want. I'm just going to center this. You know, we just want texture on the back of this. So what I'm doing is looking down in here, and I can see this larger kind of design, and I guess it's wherever your eyes want to focus, because to me that feels like this design. I don't know if you can see that. It's like really nice in the middle there. And I try to split the difference left and right. And something like that, maybe a little bit higher up. Okay, and this is the standard embossing folder of the month. So your embossing folder of the month for January, believe they called it, let me see, I have it written down here, Stylized Trellis. And so I'm just gonna run this through. Again, this is your standard embossing folder, so your standard sandwich. And the Platinum 6 is basically just your base plate, the A plate, and then this, and your cutting plate, but I'll show you. Well, that's what the standard, it tells you right on here. If you want to use your universal plate system, it's very similar, but so that's it with this and a cutting plate. And I'll be right back. Check this out. Beautiful. The paper I was using is just heavyweight cardstock. I mean, it's beautiful obviously on both sides. So if you wanted to, you could use this, the deboss side. Just kind of goes in. Or obviously the emboss side that is intended. You know what? I'm gonna use its opposite side, so I'm just gonna get this glued down really well, because obviously we're gonna glue it down where there's just a lot of little bumps. So I'm just gonna put some glue and give it a moment to set up. Sounds good. Oopsie. And I'll just put that there. Okay, I'm going to let that set up for just a minute. Okay, I'll be right back. Settling down. I'm just going to put these guys together. Now these, you know, you can use shaping tools. You can leave them flat. I'm just going to kind of give them a little bit of a rounding to them. Of course, we still need to make centers for them. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of shape. And basically one goes on top of the other like a little, I don't know, it's like pinwheel, but just basically one offset to the other, right? And I'll do the same thing with the other guy. So it's bent back a little bit right now, but we're going to push it down in the center and it'll go like that, right? So I'll do the same thing with this guy. This guy I wasn't sure yet. I haven't really looked at the design too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it a zhuzh like this, I suppose. The oh, they are separate. Oh, okay, good. Oh, that's even better. Well, that's okay. I wasn't sure if it was just stuck together or if they actually separated. In my excitement, I got all tongue-tied. I was like, this is really great because you can do lots of things. I'm curling it back, but if you want to like squish it down the center, you know, just play with it however you like. That's really, really wonderful, actually. It's a little bit harder to work with flowers when they're stuck all the way to that edge, you know? So now that the petals are just loose, you can spray them with water, you can crunch them. Do you guys remember doing that back in the day where we just wet them and then crunch them into a little ball and then undo them, and they look really great. So whatever it is that you want to do, I'm going to take a moment to do this with every petal and the little guy too, okay? I'll be right back. A little bit facing backwards, like the petals. So I'll take this guy, and this one's a little bit hard to offset because it's almost a circle, you know, on the outer, but I'm still going to split the difference as much as I can. So trying to offset the petals. So hopefully you see what I'm doing there. And then the little guy in the center. And again, you can just layer up a bunch of these guys. It doesn't have to be the two sizes mixed together. It can be, you know, a set of these big ones coupled to the little guy. I mix and match them in the same one here. I love that that has that. Okay, let me bring my card base back, and we need centers for our flowers, obviously. So I think what I'm going to do is, so you have all these guys. This is, like I explained before, for like this one that's facing sideways, you can kind of pop that in there, and you have a little layer and a background layer if you want. You can just use the center that's, you know, it has little holes if that's what you like, whatever it is you want to do. I'm trying to think which one I want to use for that guy. So for this guy, I'm going to just cut this out of some gold paper, and I only need the one, right? So just the gold out of this piece to have that. And the little guy in the back, trying to think if I want to use the same center or maybe one of these. These are interesting. These can make really cute little flowers because they're really like chopped up, but it can also make a cute little center. So I'll just cut 2 of these out of some other color that I want to use here, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our card base and some pretty flowers, and then we have our centers. So again, I just went with the gold center, and I went ahead and did gold on the white flowers too. So I'm just going to kind of put a little glue here, pop that little guy. Oopsie. Nope, not there. Not quite where I would want it. Oh, that actually reminds me. Having gotten a little glue where I didn't want it. You can definitely take some glue and just put it on the edges and sprinkle it with some glitter, and it'll look really pretty. I am going to take a piece of foam though. I know we did this without tools, but and then push this back down. Let's see. Just like that, so we get that flower kind of popped up in the center. And you can do it with your hands, I suppose, but it's easier if you have a piece of foam. It can even be from packaging, you know, sometimes things are delivered and they have like foam. Just keep a little piece of that and you can push down on that. And that'll be one of my flowers there. And then this little guy is so interesting because if you want to frill it up, you can definitely do that. It's all cut into. I think it'd be really cute. But I'm going to keep it flat for this application. And again, just kind of push down into your flower to curve it back up. Okay, I'll do the same thing with that guy. I got my hot glue gun. I don't know that it's ready yet, but we'll see. So there's our card base, that beautiful deboss side. And I just want to play around with these. The reason I brought the hot glue gun out is because, you know, it's kind of bulky and I don't want to sit and wait for just like a wet glue to dry. So we'll take our little sprigs. Oh, these are so cute. And just kind of pop them in here and see what we got. And then, you know, maybe grab one of our sentiments from the small die of the month. I think that looks really pretty. Something like that. I always try to get down this corner and then I'm like, you don't really have to do that, you know. I kind of want it actually a little bit more in here, so that way we can put our sentiment there and just kind of looks nice. So that looks good to me. What I think I'm going to do is glue these guys. I would glue them together actually, but I'm just going to take a moment to just get this down in here. Again, there's hills and valleys from the embossing, so we kind of got to be patient with that. And then this little guy. You can put dimensionals under these. I think that'd be really cute. They're not super tiny, you know, so if you put dimensionals, you can have some kind of popped up, get some dimension from that too. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with this side. Put a little glue, put it down, and then we'll hot glue these guys in. Got that, and then let's see how we do here. I'll put a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue, and a little bit of glue so I can kind of get it going all at once. If I can get that done, that'd be great. In there, and then this guy. Ooh, I love it. Okay. I think that looks really nice. Okay, I'll wait for that to set up. I'm going to turn off my hot glue gun and I'll be right back. So from the small die of the month, we have that beautiful and. I mean, it takes up a lot of the space on here. I think it might work out. Let's try that out for this card. If not, you know, just the happy birthday would be really lovely. So I'll do this in a color that I think is lovely. It has a little accent piece. We can also add on there, so I'll just run those through. And then happy birthday, again, probably for some gold paper to make that pop. And when you put it on there, you just place it like this. Obviously, you tape it so that those pieces don't move. And we'll have happy birthday and, you know, many more if that's what we're going to do. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I just taped them down. Obviously, you don't want those to move. To run those through. And then we have this guy. I'm trying to see if this is clearly what goes here. Okay, I do want to show you that there's definitely a way this goes, because see how that fits there nicely. If you do it this way, even though it's the same shape, it doesn't quite fit, okay? It almost looks like a drop shadow, so just know that. I'm going to take a moment to... I'd rather put the glue on this and the very edges, because it has like that little kind of piercing into it. And let's pop that guy on there. And it's just a beautiful ampersand. Works out for me today. Great. If it does not, I will not use it. That's that. Something like that. Again, this guy, you can also put another piece in the background, right? Just run through the die without anything else. Oh, happy birthday. And many more. You know what? I think that's going to work for us. Okay. Just a really opulent card, lots going on. And I'm just going to glue these down flat, being that, you know, we have the flowers that have a lot of dimension, so we'll just let that be. We'll tuck this in here. Hold that down. And I'm just going to put glue on the back of these guys, and probably by putting it on the back of my hand. And just hold it down where I think it looks best, right? Down here. Like right here. I'm just going to hold that down, and then I'll do the same thing with and many more right down in here, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there's our card. Super opulent, lots going on. I mean, wow. So if you're a person who only does, like, let's say a small die of the month, you know the small die does come with flowers that are smaller but very similar to what's going on over here. I mean, they really echo, right? Even could have paired this guy up with this guy, this guy, and this guy, you know, all together. So you could do the same, you know, similar thing with your little flowers. You can decorate the and here, or however you want to do that. Again, they just all pair back together so nicely. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links for the new club configurations and new clubs down in the description box. Link to the unboxing video if you haven't seen that, because that has a lot of info as far as the new clubs. And yeah, I'll have images coming up. Links there. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.